Branson Wright, Cleveland playing dealer. LeBron, how would you say with your team, how your teammates responded with Kevin Love? How encouraged were you with that?
I think they responded exceptionally well. Our second quarter, our guys that came off the bench, Jordan, Jeff, Kyle, and Larry, they just gave us a huge boost in that second quarter, and it's the reason why we outscored them by 16 in that second quarter. It was just huge. We needed it, obviously more than ever tonight, with the situation that we were in.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. LeBron, we didn't get a real good look at what happened to you. So could you take us through with, I think you banged knees, and then how you were feeling after that? I think you scored 12 points to close it out.
Well, I didn't get a good look at it either. I would have been able to avoid it. After the game, I didn't know who got me, but after the game, Larry asked me, was I okay? So I'm guessing he was the culprit of it. I just felt someone fall into my leg, and kind of, my leg kind of went in, and felt some pain, throughout, my entire right side of my leg, into my ankle, into my leg. So, I was just hoping for the best, obviously, because I've seen so many different injuries, and watching basketball with that type of injury, someone falling into someone's leg, standing straight up, and luckily I was able to finish the game.
LeBron, Hayden Grove, Cleveland.com. After that second long three in the fourth quarter, you kind of let out a scream and pounded your chest a little bit. What were you? What caused that reaction, and what were you thinking in that moment?
The love of the game, causes reactions like that. Understanding the situation, and understanding the moment that you're in, and just a feeling that you can't explain unless you've been a part of it. So. That's all.
Second row, Jason Lloyd, The Athletic. We were talking in the 15 finals when everyone was out with injuries, and you said, I can't play all 48 in a finals game because I burned too much energy. We're not in the finals, but we're pretty close, and you didn't play all 48, but it's pretty close. Have you, with what you did in Game 7 against Indiana with tonight, have you even exceeded stamina-wise and energy-wise what you were able to do on a court in a game like this?
Just try to put myself in the best possible shape, each and every year, to be able to, go for the long haul. And obviously, getting a couple minutes here, per quarter will be great, but it's not what our team is built on right now. Our team is built on, me being out on the floor to be able to make plays, not only for myself, but make plays for others. And it's just the way we've been playing, and we've been succeeding with it, but I was able to play 46 minutes today, and I got my couple minutes, I guess.
And going back to the roll up on Larry, does that at all compare to against Chicago when you rolled your ankle? I think Griff said like your ankle bone hit the floor, and everyone thought you were done, and you just retied your shoe and walked back out there. Does tonight at all compare to that? Was one worse than the other?
Well, I wasn't coming out in either cases. Obviously, I would have had to literally have a really bad injury. I don't even know if that's not even wood. I'll find someone on the way out to come off the floor with this, with the opportunity that we have to be able to force a Game 7.
LeBron, can you kind of take us through the next 48 hours and how you're going to get yourself ready to be in Game 7 the way you were tonight?
As soon as I leave here, I'll start to prepare. I'm getting in the car and head back to Akron, and as soon as I get home, I'll start my treatment. And I'll do the same all day, tomorrow, from before we leave to go to Boston, and then once we get into Boston, I'll do that as well. Try to get as much sleep as I can, with tonight and with tomorrow, and even on Sunday before the game, that's the best recovery that you can possibly get, is when you're sleeping. So it'll be around the clock treatment, and we'll see what happens.
You obviously have that extra gear when you absolutely have to win and you're exhausted. What is the thought process? What do you say to yourself?
I don't know. I don't really talk to myself much, to be honest. I don't talk to myself much. I don't know. I just go out and play. Um, I have a drive. I have a love for the game. I have a passion for the game, and while I have the opportunity to lace my shoes up and put a uniform on, then I try to go out and do my job to the best of my ability. And does it always work out in a win? Obviously, no, I'm not undefeated in my career. Does it always, me playing great? I haven't always played great in my career, but I just always wanted to try to maximize, when I'm on the floor, and I've been able to do that in my 15th year so far.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. LeBron, Ty said that he feels like after 6 games, you guys have the blueprint going into Game 7. What's it going to take to execute that on the road?
You got to be poised. You got to be able to handle a punch or two, and you got to be able to combat that and be just as solid and just as aggressive on the offensive end. So, we know it's challenging. They 10-0 on their home floor, and they've been very successful against us, obviously at home. So, but if you love challenges, then this is a great opportunity.
LeBron, you've been a clutch player basically your whole career. How do you feel you've evolved in the last few years in clutch situations? Because it seems like, especially the last few years, when the going gets tough, you're always hitting.
What's your name?
Paulo from ESPN Brazil.
I appreciate you saying I've been clutch my whole career. It's not many like you, I tell you.
Well,
there's not many like you. Either you're being very the shot or make the play late in games, and when you have that ability and when you have that confidence from your 14 teammates and then your coaching staff, and then you put the work into it. I think it's just it's a matter of just trying to come through. And like I said, I haven't always done it in my whole career, but I've never been shy away from it. And that's not even either making a shot or making a play. I've taught the game the right way ever since I ever started playing the game of basketball. My first year ever playing Little League basketball, we won a championship, and my coach at the banquet gave everybody an MVP trophy, everybody. And that right then, I knew that this is a team game, and it's not about one individual and how much one individual can do. In order to win championships, and in order to win, you have to have a full team, and that's what it brought it down to me. And the second year, we won it again, and we all got MVP trophies again. So that's just been instilled in me since I was 9 years old when I first started playing, of what it means to be in a situation where your teammates rely on you, but just making the right play, no matter if it's a shot or it's a pass. I've always just been taught that.
Do you feel like you embrace the situation more today than maybe you did in the past?
I've embraced a lot of situations as you grow up. I think that's just all part of, experience and things of that nature. I love being a husband now. Did I embrace that at 18, 19? I don't think so. I've never been around married couples. As you get older, you grow into more things. I didn't love wine until I was 30 years old, and now every other post is about wine, National Wine Day. So you learn and you grow and you know what's best for you as you get older. That's just all of us. I think that's what being a human being is. You find ways that you feel like you can grow in what you like and what you dislike. At 18, I don't think I'm the same player that I am today at 33, and I shouldn't be. And I don't think, me personally, I should be the same person I was at 18. I'm just much more seasoned.